MAX is IK Multimedia's very capable, well, modeling tone model software, and it gives you access to ToneNet, and there you can find thousands and thousands and thousands of tone models, which are basically amps, rigs, modeled, captured, and then made digital, and then you can run the software and you can play guitar, and it's awesome. And speaker caps, amps, you can combine different speaker caps from different tone models with different amps from different tone models and mics, and it can even model pedals, just no time-based pedals and phase-based pedals, and so no reverb, no delay, no phaser, chorus, whatever. But you can model your drive pedals and distortion pedals and fuzz pedals, which is crazy. And that is done by the ToneX capture, this piece of hardware. With this you can capture a pedal or your entire rig or your amp or your cab or whatever. This also works as an attenuator, and it works perfectly with the ToneX software. But now there is ToneX in pedal form, which is insane, because basically it's a Kemper in a pedal, and well, then by IK Multimedia, of course, but it's kind of the same thing. With this you can load entire rigs onto your pedal board. You have the ability to switch between 3 presets per bank. There are multiple banks. You can control it with MIDI. You can use it as an interface, and then with the headphone out jack, play along with whatever you're recording to. Your DAW will see it as an interface. Amplitube will see it as an interface. When you have Amplitube, you can export, I think you can export tone models to ToneX from Amplitube. It's an insanely capable device. There are fantastic sounding tone models and there are really crappy sounding tone models. That is something I have to say, but there's so many to choose from. There will be something for everyone in there. So if you want to go direct on a silent stage or use it for recording, use it for travel, this is a perfect device. Yeah, so let's just listen to some tones. I made like 3 presets on bank 0, which I think are pretty cool. I'm not a heavy tones kind of guy, more like clean and crunchy. So that is what I made. This is the tone model you heard in the intro. The gain. Reverb is coming from here as well. Basically, this line of knobs is gain, bass, middle, treble, volume, and if you hold this one, then it shows an alternative LED right there. And then these controls work. So then there's reverb, compressor, noise gate, presence, and depth. And you have a room reverb, plate reverb. You can change parameters on compressor, on noise gate. Noise gate is really handy if you do super high gain stuff. I don't use it, but there are plenty of guys out there that this would be very useful for. You just fiddle it up and then the parameter changes. Then you go back by holding this down, and then the bottom or the top controls are operational again. Another preset, so I can just use the foot switches like so. This is based on a Dumbly thing. It was in the ToneX already when I engaged it for the first time, but I kind of tweaked it to my liking a bit more. This is proper body bluestone. Really gnarly. And this is based on a Fender Bassman, I think, of vintage tweed. Yeah, so those are 3 sounds I thought were really cool. I'm gonna hook it up to the computer. USB cable. Cables, a lot of cables here. And then we can check out the software. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is ToneX. If you're not familiar with it, this is what it looks like. If you buy the ToneX pedal, you get ToneX MAX, which is the biggest version of ToneX, and you get Amplitube CS, I think. It's on internet somewhere. So this is the player if you're gonna use the software with your DAW or whatever. This is the librarian, and here we can see all the presets that are currently in the ToneX pedal, and as you can see, there is plenty of room to save a ton of sounds. If you want to change something, you simply drag a preset to the desired location, and then you say override, and then it's syncing. It's as easy as that. And here we have ToneNet, and then you can choose from even more rigs. For instance, this is a Boogie Mark II C+ mixer, character high gain, and it has an exotic BB preamp pedal added as well. So that is an entire rig with a pedal at your disposal. And it's never ending. So there's so much fun to be had with this. It's crazy. I do have to note though that this is pre-production software firmware. It's gonna be released in 2 days, so I don't think there will be huge changes, but I just want to make sure I've mentioned it. And there was one high gain preset that I really liked. This one, Rev Lead with Mezza Barba Trinity. you can go from super turbo clean and beautiful and pristine to mega high gain, everything in between. You'll be seeing more of this on my channel and hearing it in gem tracks probably, because it's a fantastic tool. And maybe in another video I will be modeling my rig with this. So you can download it on ToneNet. Let me know down below in the comments if you would like that. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel, because it would help me a lot. And there's a link down below in the description to buy me a coffee if you really like what I do, because it helps to grow the channel. And if you want to score some of my gem tracks, you can find those on my Patreon page. See you next time. Bye.